Welcome to Graeme Games. My name is Graeme. This is a game. Today I'm playing the demo for Crawling Angels. The demo gives you a look at the first act of the game, approximately, and the full version is releasing in just 1 week, March 18th. So make sure you're adding that to your calendars, wishlisting, all that good stuff to help support it. This is coming from It's Natalia and Autumn West, who made Clown Meat Together, are making Clown Meat Together. That's still upcoming. But you also know Talia from Swallow the Sea, Perfect Vermin, Brutal Orchestra. Amazing indie developer. Very, very happy to be able to support her work. This is something I've played before, but because I'm directly involved on the publishing side of things, but, you know, I'm happy to be able to share it off here for you now.
Through blotted clouds of memory, I recall the wail of that cruel black train. I wish I remembered only the agony of that night. But alas, I recall such joy.
You know, that narration reminds me ever so slightly of Bastion. Just like a little bit. There's a little bit of that quality. But the voice acting in this is very spectacular. Chris, who did that, did a phenomenal job. So this is a very sandboxy, physics-based puzzle game with a very horror-driven narrative to it. It's kind of hard to describe. It's unlike anything else. So it's best to kind of just show off, I think. You're able to interact with this Ragdoll chicken, the forever chicken. And so you can click, drag them around. Early game here, you can just kind of beat the stuffing out of them, slamming them up and down like a couple of wizards fighting in Isengard. They better go have a chat here. So right now we can only speak to Tontine. Love the atmosphere of this.
Little Jacob, is there any way I can help?
What? Where am I?
You're at Heaven's Gate Carnival, of course, where children are whisked away to play wonderful games in the hours of the night.
I like the way the individual letters pop in there.
Do you not remember boarding the train? You haven't been here long, little Jacob. You and your friends just arrived.
I think I remember the train. Who are you again?
Why, I am your Uncle Tontine. Not by blood, of course. I am the proprietor of these games. Little Connor, Brett, Michael, and Myrtle came with you all from the township of Wilcox.
Myrtle is here?
Why, yes, little Jacob, of course she is. Tell you what, little Jacob, take my 2 cents.
I do like that. I don't know, it's a great joke to just have the physical, actual 2 cents. He hands you 2 small coins.
Go buy yourself some tools to play some more with the Forever Chicken. It's a wonderful game, and it's meant just for you. Solve some riddles. Enjoy the night while it lasts.
Obviously this character is just kind of creepy as hell, but I feel like there's a really good job done with the levels of the voice. So, you know, there's that, hi, oh, little Jacob, and go play with the toys. There's like that gravel in there hitting those different levels that add a really disquieting, uncomfortable character layer here that is, and obviously like the universe or stars seen behind the eyes there. It's all unsettling in a very like delightful way. It's a very kind of accessible form of horror, but it still tingles the spine a little bit. The voice acting is a huge part of that.
When you tire, you shall return home at your own discretion. Have fun, little Jacob.
That just makes me think of like Jacob Tutu. Just little Jacob. So we have our forever chicken here, and now we're actually getting to see the carnival itself, because up until then all of this was kind of just blacked out. There's so many fun little details in the background here. We have the like Fiji mermaid, kind of a famous old school cryptid back there, but basically anything you're seeing in the background, or the majority of it, is a reference to some sort of game or piece of media or folklore, or even some of them are references to like other YouTubers and things like that. There's a lot of fun little things going on in the background. Probably not all of them I'll recognize. And then the forever chicken. But it's time to start working our way through the riddles and charades. So we are handed the first one, hammer to the head. You know, I don't actually know how the button works. I think that might be marking it. I might have thought through it backwards. Right, there. So there, that's me kind of putting the pin in it. So now it follows over to this screen. And with our 2 cents, we can go to the toolkit, I guess you can think of it. And right now there's only the 2 things to buy. So we can buy ourselves a hammer and a box of eggs. And the little stamps that are going to it are how you... I want to undo that. I don't want that many eggs. It's too many eggs. Honestly, I don't recall how to put those back. I guess we're just taking a bunch with us. That's fine. And now it's just a matter of trying to figure out what these little hints mean. This first one is obviously, like, very straightforward. You just gotta hammer the head of the chicken. Boom. There you go. Go back. Check that one off. There you acquire a new coin, so then you can buy more things to play around with. But in this early stage here right now, you know, we don't have additional riddles to work through. So attempting things, like, it's kind of, you're meant to experiment with it, right? But right now there'd be nothing else to work with. So we gotta go talk to a few other characters here to progress. So, Connor, Michael, Myrtle, everyone but Brett in the list of characters that Tontine had said also came here with us. So first I'll just kind of work my way left to right talking through them. So Connor first. The slow movement on this train track in the middle of nowhere I find really interesting. We're like a mobile carnival. Hey, Connor, how... This is awesome! This place is as big as a church and a million times more fun. I love the music. I've never heard music like that. I saw some people playing a game with dice. I thought only adults could play card and dice games. Oh, yeah, Mr. Tontine gave me these paper notes. They're like a puzzle, but I don't really care about them. You take them. I'm gonna go play cards like my dad. Oh, okay. So we have our next set of riddles, but I might as well keep talking with characters, see if we get handed a few more, fill out that pool. It's so weird having to wear those hoods while inside. Jacob, do you think this place has something to do with the clan boys? Easy assumption to make. Wild to include. What? No. Yeah, from what my dad said about his friends, I thought the clan were more serious than this. Or maybe all hood costumes sort of just look alike. I love that. You kind of have to address it, right? It'd be weird to just not and kind of leave that lingering unanswered question, so it's funny to include. Your dad has friends in the clan? Duh, of course he does. He's my dad. But I'm standing next to someone in there, and I have no idea if it's you or not. What a weird rule. Tontine came up to me and gave me these weird little papers. I'm not actually sure how he knew which hooded kid was me. Maybe he could tell because I got big bones. You have them. They're like a whole thing, but I don't care about stuff like that. And Myrtle. There she is. Panic flashes through you. Isn't this place so incredible? Uncle Tontine showed me these funny long dogs. You could feed them little treats and they would get longer. I didn't know there was anything like that in the whole wide world. That sounds... Oh yeah, look at these. They're like mystery riddles. But I think Uncle Tontine called them charades. He said I could give them to you, or the other kids if I couldn't figure them out. I wonder if they tell you where treasure is or something. If you figure some of them out, let me know. Okay, I'll try to figure them out. And we might as well talk with Tontine a bit. I think he has a lot to say. I won't go totally deep on it. Why do we need to wear those bags inside?
Why, little Jacob, within the Heaven's Gate Carnival, we mustn't harm one another. Which requires that we are all strangers.
I don't really know why we would harm each other just because we knew who each other were. I don't know if I follow your logic there. It raises my suspicions about you that are already sky high. What if I don't want to wear it? Uncle Tontine's posture stiffens in irritation.
There are but 2 rules to this carnival, and those rules are gospel. 1, you must wear the provided attire within the carnival. 2, you must have fun.
Oh, how nice. Oh, good. I'm so at ease. Okay. Yeah, and there's like a whole bunch of questions you can ask him. I'll circle back to that at some point and follow up with him because he's a very interesting character to talk to. Really, he's as creepy as he is up in the sky there with the, the stars behind his eyes and everything. He somehow manages to be creepier when he's just standing here in the room and he's so lanky and gangly and 1,000,000 feet tall and all these children walking around. There was kind of the moon that just whipped by in the background. I think that's probably just like a light or an effect or something. But it's kind of strange because we don't know what we're actually seeing there. And for a moment, it just gave me the impression that like time is like flying by. It's not, I don't know if that's a real moon or what exactly is going on there. So we can kind of review some of these riddles and charades. I don't know exactly the 0 out of 2 that some of these have, but obviously not all of them. A pretty random selection of them has been checked off. Well, actually, now I don't know, because it automatically presents those. Yeah, and then I can kind of, so it automatically presents them in order here from top to bottom, and then I can change the order a little bit by marking some of them for myself. So I'm going to pick ones that seem like they obviously have something to do with hammers and eggs. I have played through this before, not in like a couple months, I think, so none of it's fresh for me. Eggs, definitely. Walking on eggshells, obvious. Chicken force feeder, eggy embarrassment, tenderized breakfast, maybe. But there's more things I can buy. So first I will buy the pop caps. So we have one additional thing that we can mess around with, and there's you can see there's a few of these things that are like slam, boom, and mind blower and explosive investment. Those are obviously going to be tied to these. So you can pull that open, dump them out, and you have these little explosive little caps that you would like throw them on the ground and they would blow up. But I'm not going to mess with them right now. The eggy embarrassment, egg on your face, splatter an egg yolk on the forever chicken's face. So that's the sort of straightforward logic that'll help get you through a lot of these early ones, and then the deeper we go into the game, the less obvious they'll be. So I'm thinking tenderized breakfast, you tenderize like meat with a hammer. Could it be smashing an egg with a hammer? So yeah, breakfast, hammer, tenderizing. Again, another one that you can kind of figure out. Mind blower. Like now I'm starting to get a couple of these coming up, so I'll see if I can do walking on eggshells first. If I kind of just slam the chicken around on the shells, so it wasn't quite so straightforward. I can go quickly claim the 2 that we know we've gotten. This seems to be tied to the specific character. I don't know if that's readily apparent that that's what it's saying, but I think I just achieved 1 for Michael and 1 for Myrtle, and I think if I were to get 2, then that's when I open up the next bit of dialogue. So you're kind of having a little bit of a measure of progress, where it's like, maybe you're having trouble figuring these 3 out, so you're like, okay, well, maybe Sheriff Sam, maybe I can figure that one out, maybe I go do that next, in order to progress the story, get another conversation, receive more riddles, and start trying to explore other options. So mind blower, these little explosive things, I'm just going to chuck one at its head. Mind blower. Easy one. Slam boom, I'm thinking if I just smash these with a hammer. I didn't hammer that very well. Slam boom, set off a gunpowder popper with a hammer. The first one didn't work, and I'm guessing there's some sort of physics that happened where like the way I hit it made one popper blow up another hopper, not the hammer doing it. So sometimes you gotta push things a little bit. Well, funny, I said that I was seemingly furthest away from having Connor there, and then all of a sudden he's the next one I got access to. And now we have Brett to talk to as well. Yeah, I'll talk to Brett first and then follow up with Connor after. Jacob, you're pretty smart. Does the inside of the carnival make sense to you? Yeah, it's a big tent. I know that sounds weird. The size just doesn't make sense. Bigger on the inside. It seems too big in there. I walked circles around the inside, counting my steps, but every lap the count is off. I was walking around out here, and it was way less steps than the inside. I don't know how much people can see Banjo next to my head here, just taking a nap on the corner of the bed there. You might see the little cat moving around now and again. How does that work? Maybe we're taking bigger steps out here because it's dark? No, I was careful. That Tontine guy gives me the creeps. How does he know where he's going with his eyes shut like that? I mean, your eyes are shut. His eyes are something worse. He seems nice enough to me. He gave me these rolled up word puzzles and then patted my head like he was my uncle or something. Once I can talk Connor into it, we're leaving. I have such a rotten feeling about this place. Take the riddles. I need to find Connor and get us out of here. Wait, actually, the riddles might be important. I'll make you a copy. Good thinking ahead. Connor? Are you okay? Brett ruins everything. Can you believe he wants to go home? Well, we've been here a while now. What? We just got here. He's so stupid. I wish I was an only kid. But he says he doesn't want to take the train by himself. Says it's spooky. I'm the older brother, so I gotta take care of him. Well, only 31 minutes older, but still, 31 minutes can change a man. Take these stupid puzzles. I'm not gonna waste my time with them. Are you sure you want to give these away? Toodaloo. They seem kind of important. Connor left while you were talking. Let's follow up with Tontine on a couple things. Let's follow up. I can't help it. It's his cadence gets in your head.
Curious about the forever chicken? I take it.
Endlessly curious. I'm just not sure what the chicken is.
I can't blame you. It's a confounding beast. Whenever you look away, it stitches itself back together. Out of every attraction here, it's the oldest by far. I feel I've known it as long as I remember. You're not challenging the Tontine is a creep accusations there, man. It's interesting that he calls the forever chicken a confounding beast. Like, it's a ragdoll thing made of stuffing, but that it's also, like, a living creature. I don't know, there's a little bit of terror and life behind those eyes. It's adds to the general unnerving atmosphere of the game, where it's like you kind of don't really know what's going on, and there's a little bit of this sick feeling where it's like, haha, funny, smashing this thing around, bashing it into the walls, throwing hammers at its head, and then it's like, okay, but is this thing alive? Like, it's the line is blurry. Mr. Uncle Tontine, what time is it? It is nighttime, little Jacob. I jest. I've made a habit of not keeping clocks. I find they do little but trouble a busy man like myself. You're welcome to go outside and ponder the sky to discern the time. Have no fears of being late to get home. I assure you will arrive just in time.
Ah, good. Well, my mind is totally at ease. Everything is as it should be. So let me... Oh yeah, the things in the background have switched up a little bit. Honestly, I don't think I recognize these ones myself. There's like a fossil there that I can't quite make out. Don't know what that picture is. I can't remotely... Like, I guess this little knob-looking thing is a part of this whole crate? I don't know, very ornate, very ritualistic maybe? I don't know what it is. I'm going to take the button off of that one. And let me go look at the tools, because I have some money now. I can afford the bag of money, so maybe I'll start with money, eggs, popper, and the hammer. And you know what? Quite a number of these very clearly have to do with the fish, and you can kind of see that that's a fish, but I'm gonna start elsewhere. So a big drop of coins. Let me see. Force feeder. I don't have anything that we consider food, but explosives and money, explosive investment. The box head, I think I have an idea for that. Baby kisser, pack sardine, unborn sheriff, blast fishing. So I'm thinking that's probably throwing an explosive at the fish. Wait, did I buy the fish? I didn't buy the fish yet. Don't do the fish thing. Walking on eggshells. I still feel like there's something to be figured out there. So I'm gonna... I have the money. I need the pop caps. I need some eggs. So I can grab 4, but I'm just gonna grab those. The box head, I think, might be as simple as just like... Baby kisser. Have the chicken kiss an egg or fetus. Oh, I didn't realize I was making you do a little like... What is the fetus? Jesus. I don't know what the fetus is in that. I guess some of these eggs are like straight up rotten. Place anything in the chicken's mouth. I actually don't know what I would... Some sort of stray just flew into its mouth. Sorry about that. It sounds gross. Explosive investment. So if I smack a coin into a popper, detonate gunpowder popper with a coin, yeah, that all makes sense to me. And then, oh, do you know what? I lost, I wanted to play around with the box itself, because I wanted to get the box head. Just get that fit on there, nice and snug. You're gonna love it. You'll love the way you look. I guarantee it, you stupid chicken. Get on there. Box head. Put any box on the Forever Chicken's head. We'll throw it into the explosives there. Nice. Alright, nice big selection there. Now, quite a number of these: packed sardine, blast fishing, and walking on eggshells. I still haven't figured out. And I think I know what Sheriff Salmon is. Fish lips. I'll do that one. Because I think I need the hat for the Sheriff Salmon, so I'll just buy the fish for now. Blast fishing. The packed sardine. Again, I have an idea. Fish lips, I think, is easy. I think I just make you two smooch. Have a little peck. Okay. Double meaning with peck for a bird. Am I crazy? Did I not buy one of these? I meant to. Because I want the blast fishing. Break gunpowder pop against the fish. And the packed sardine. same problem. This thing, it keeps fading on me a little too quick. Basically what I had done with the chicken just a minute ago, but now this time I want that. Packed sardine. Cram the trout into a box. Bing, bang, boom. Look at that. Huge amounts of progress. And now none of these are even tied to the individual characters anymore. They're kind of just these broad. And I don't know if that's just because I completed the character-driven objectives that these now exist outside of that, or if they were always general. But look at that. Look at the amount of progress we already got going on there. So I could immediately start working on these, but I have a good amount of money. I've made a good amount of progress with solutions, so I think now it makes sense to go back and talk with the characters again. So let's catch up with Michael. I've only had the one chat with him so far. Ugh. Ugh! Itchy! I'm so itchy! I can't scratch because I'm all slippery, but I swear I'm not sweating. Why are you slippery, man? It's kind of gross. I think I'm allergic to these bag costumes. They're not made of anything that weird, though. I know we're not supposed to take them off inside, but I get tempted when I itch. I wonder why Tontine is so specific about which games we have to play. So like each child has a different game that they're interacting with. The Forever Chicken, he even introduced the Forever Chickens made specifically for us. Michael puts more riddles into your hands without even asking if you want them. When you're done with that chicken game, I want to give it a try. I don't think it's much of a game, but I'd be happy to swap with you. I don't think Tontine would like that. See ya, Michael. Myrtle. Another one we need to catch up with. And the character we seemingly know the best. Like, I get the impression Jacob knows all of these characters, but he was specifically concerned about Myrtle and was, like, wanted to know that she was safe and knew that she was here and kind of have a sense of what she's doing. So I think there's a little bit more, not so much as, like, sibling or, like, relative, but, you know, just, like, maybe Jacob's oldest friend. Jacob, you are not going to believe this. They're talking. They have a talking pony. A real one. His name is Cinnamon. You put peanut butter in his mouth and he says things. There's peanut butter smeared all over the riddles. It's cute. I don't like some of the things he says, but he spat out more of these riddles. I don't want to know what kind of uncomfortable things Cinnamon is saying. Cinnamon looked at the riddles and kept saying, "Take, take, take." They're kind of gross and horse goopy, but you can have them if you want. You instinctively sniff the paper. It reeks of peanut butter. You look up, meeting Myrtle's gaze with sudden, painful self-awareness. Jacob, you're so weird. And might as well check in with Tontine a bit. Uncle Tontine, is everyone here from Wilcox?
Oh, there are children from many towns here tonight. When they step outside, you may know some of them. That being said, I'm not sure how far children from your hometown of Wilcox travel.
That's what a roundabout way of not really answering. Where are you from?
Wouldn't you believe me if I told you I was from Wilcox, too?
Really?
Mayhaps. Men like me have a habit of being from everywhere.
Men like you. Disquieted by that. Do you have kids, Uncle Tontine?
No, I have no children of my own. At least, that I know of.
Everyone is your child? Everyone at the circus here?
Yes. Truth be told, womenfolk often think me a fairy.
the stack of answers here is pretty funny, because it's like, none that I know of? Okay, game just confirmed. Tontine fucks. But then womenfolk often think me a fairy? What could you be implying there? That you're a little pixie of the forest? Or maybe something a little else? What? Like with wings?
Something like that.
Again, the game has a funny way of kind of talking around these things. The clan, a fairy. I enjoy the concept of kind of addressing them head on and kind of playing around with it a little bit and like answering but not answering. And it's a clever bit of writing.
But there are other joys in life than companionship.
One more question for you for now. Do you have a favorite color, Uncle Tontine?
What? What a silly question to ask me. But to answer, I'd have to say my favorite color is yellow.
I was so curious. I genuinely I was like, whoa, where could he possibly be going with this? He wears red. I would have guessed red. Yellow's up there for me. Orange? Probably orange is my favorite.
What about you, little Jacob?
Well, little Jacob, I can't speak on his behalf. I have no idea. Orange! Like my pajamas. Jacob, a brilliant young man. Bright future.
When I was young, I fancied orange, too.
Real men don't grow out of it. No wonder everyone thinks you're a fairy. It's like a weird comment to make. Retract the statement. Fish in a barrel, street performer, eat lead, God. Okay, so this is expanding really, really quickly beyond easily guessed combinations of things. So I will buy the hat. So we have one more thing to kind of play around with. Obviously, I have this to play with. I don't want to introduce too many things too quickly because I want to try to really be cautious with the combos. Like, there's not really any risk. But, you know, if I kind of just take them one at a time, then I think I can more effectively scratch some of them off. I think street performer with that hat makes a lot of sense. These three seem very much like they have to do with a gun, which I don't have currently, so I'm kind of leaving those. Artistic investment, I'm not sure. Unborn sheriff, egg in a hat, probably. Sheriff salmon. Okay, I think that informs my next couple. And the eggs. That was the other one. So unborn. First hat on the fish for the sheriff salmon. Put the cowboy hat on the trout. You can see more creepy looking faces and things in the background. Okay, unborn sheriff. So egg in the hat. And the street performer. Yeah, so that's one more that I didn't buy yet. The coins. I think that'll be as straightforward as putting money in the hat. Money in the hat. Okay, place several coins inside. Okay, it had to be multiple. So cross a couple of those off. Oh yeah, so some of those are not attached to any characters, so those didn't make any progress. Eat lead, fish in a barrel, pistol whip, caviar. I don't know. I'm actually really egg and fish. I guess that could be the egg and fish together in some way. Smash some chicken eggs with the trout. That makes sense to me. Caviar, fish, eggs, egg, fish. There we go. Obvious in hindsight. Walking on eggshells. That one feels like it should be so straightforward. I kind of can't wrap my head around what I'm missing with that one. So there we go. Crush a chicken egg with the Forever Chicken's feet. So the last time I tried that, it must have accidentally been the breast or something, so it didn't count. It's exactly what I thought it would be. I just didn't figure it out before. Now these are starting to move very heavily towards gun. So next I will buy the ammo and the gun, and we can start messing around with some of that. So first thing, gotta empty out our bullets, and you actually do have to load the gun. So you gotta make sure you get it near like that so that the game kind of like pulls it for you. Then once you've loaded both in, you get to control the gun. The way it's centered is kind of odd. When you're moving to the right, the gun points to the right. When you're moving to the left, the gun points to the left. And then you can kind of rotate it. And it takes a little bit to get comfortable with, but once you do, then you can line things up. Apparently, shooting the chicken in the head was not anything I currently had. There's the egg there. Can I shoot the egg? Oh, I missed. Dang it. Okay, well, we need a little bit of a reset there on your chicken. Your head's doing crazy things. The eye move, following the hand. That's that little bit of like life in the chicken that honestly makes me pretty uncomfortable. Fish and gun. There's the shooting fish in a barrel. Oh, I could have sworn I picked the fish. Fish, gun, weird. Okay, you can only have I guess there's kind of like a big item. I'm a little bit surprised by that. I actually don't know. I guess maybe I don't need the gun. Maybe I just need the bullets. Okay. New approach. We kind of put all this together so that I can start clanging them together and make a fire happen. Fish in a barrel, shoot the trout with a bullet not loaded into the gun. Misfire, shoot the Forever Chicken with ammo not loaded into a firearm. So I accidentally got two for one on that one. As easy as shooting fish in a barrel. Eat lead. That one I think should be pretty straightforward, but unfortunately for you, Mr. Chicken, I kind of need to break your bill open a little bit, which is going to take a little bit of abuse. There you go, just ram that into a wall until that's stuck open. Sorry, fishy. And you eat lead. Put a bullet in the chicken's mouth. Pistol whip. I think we can guess what that will be. Strike him with the grip of the pistol. A little aggressive, like more so than I was intending to be. Really smacked on there. Artistic investment. So I think that one will require purchasing one more thing here. I believe I want that and the coins. So I'm kind of thinking this is like, you know, art. Pelt the paper drawings with coins. Exactly what I thought it would be. Excellent. What amazing progress. I did not think I would be able to cross all of those out at once like that. That's fantastic. All right, Myrtle. What are you up to? What's going on? Fill me in. Oh, hey, Jacob. I don't feel so good. Oh? Why is that? Uncle Tontine showed me this turtle snake thing that kept turning itself inside out. I just hated how it moved. It makes me feel so queasy. Like when my dad would spin me around too fast. The snake kept copying me, moving the same way I moved, except inside out. Where did you see this? I haven't seen anything like that in there. I found more riddles in my pocket. I'm not sure when they got there. After this, I think I'm going home. I feel so tired. My mom said you can have too much of a good thing. If I go home, you'll come with me, right? You really want me to come with you? Myrtle, are you mad at me? About what happened? intrigue. I wanted to know more. Jacob, we don't need to talk about it. I just want to go home. Tontine, you'll be very okay with that. Super duper chill, I bet, right? Let's you and I have a quick rap about it and see if you have thoughts. No one's out here. Check back later. Okay, I guess I missed my chance to ask the last couple questions. I'm pretty sure after asking about the color, though, the conversation trails off into just like, okay, Jacob, go play with the forever chicken some more. I might have missed like one or two, though. Just checking around some of the weirdness going on in the background. So many things, such a crazy amount of fresh new things. All right, Art Vandal, Boom Headshot, and it's high noon. So I think there are some very easy, immediate ones there. Boom Headshot, I think, is just going to be shooting the chicken's head, which we already did. And then High Noon is going to be shooting the chicken's head with the hat on. Have the sheriff situation. Oh, I accidentally shot the hat itself. I didn't want that. That didn't work right. Somehow I managed to, like, skim its bill. I'm instead of outright finishing it off, I somehow turned that into quite a torturous little attack. Sorry, Forever Chicken. I'm not trying to make life so hard on you. Now, there we go. Boom Headshot, obliterate the Forever Chicken's head by shooting it with a firearm, and High Noon, shoot it while wearing the hat. So, there it is. 2 at once. Okay, so Art Vandal was a Myrtle-specific thing until I had achieved the 2 others, and then it falls off to being, like, generic. It's interesting to see. The Art Vandal. So this is definitely gonna kiss strangers now. What's strange art. I feel like the Art Vandal is very clearly something to do with this art, but my instinct is to just bash it into the chicken the way that the way 50% of the solutions are. So that wasn't quite it. Smashing eggs on it, maybe. An egg spatter on the art. That is, I have one bicycle. What else does it say there? It's hard to see. Art Vandal. Attack paper drawings with a hammer, gun, or eggs. Okay, so all sorts of different ways you could have gotten it out. Cross that one off, and we'll go check back in on Myrtle again. Seems like she's pretty done with things. Unknown. The freakiest little buggy face you ever did see. The eyes look like they have teeth. The crest between the eyes looks like it's a nose. The air is sour and thick. Something is wrong. Jacob! It is a diminutive and shivering thing. What? What are you? We aren't supposed to be here yet. There's nothing we can do now. Do I know you? I am Verity, Jacob. Are you already forgetting? When we meet again, I will not be as I am. I don't understand. There's a weird refracting visual thing going on here where, like, obviously that's the center of the face and the nose, but then there's like littler eyes and a littler nose, but then there's like a big nose up there, and it's such a crazy effect the way it goes through kind of the center of the face, but then you can see there's kind of those teeth behind the eyes. It is such a strange, uncomfortable thing. It reminds me of like a fly, but then it's like mutated and weird. You know, John Carpenter would be proud. I don't understand. Why do you look like that? This is all premature. If, when the time comes, you choose to come back for me, I won't be me anymore. What do I need to do? Days, perhaps months from now, you need to find your way back here. Back to me, to this place. Then it will be real. I will be real. Then you will be able to... He knows. Who? Who knows? Leave this place, Jacob. There's nothing for you. But promise me, Jacob, promise that you will come back for me. I promise. She softly smiles and drifts back into the dark of night. Demo's over. Go home. So hopefully that gives people a nice early impression of what Crawling Angels is all about. Very simple loop of talk to characters, receive riddles, experiment with tools, solve riddles, earn money, buy more tools, talk to more people, earn more riddles, play with more tools. And as you're going through all that, this narrative is starting to unfold. We know we have these two brothers where one, nobody really knows how long they've been here or why they're here. Kind of a mixed range of emotions of whether they want to be here. Even the two brothers, there's like an immediate tension of not really knowing if they should stay or go. Myrtle is obviously immediately kind of, enjoyed herself, but then things started to get a little too weird and is distancing herself from it. Michael is kind of just all for it, whatever, kind of a kind of a dullard maybe. He was just like, what, this is crazy, I love it here. So many questions with the chicken, even more questions with Tontine. Kind of the early teases of like what's going on between Jacob and Myrtle, or has gone on in the past. What's Verity's deal? I don't know. But this is a free demo. It's something you can go play for yourself. We encourage you to do so. We would love additional feedback on the game. The full release is coming in just 1 week. It's right around the corner, March 18th. Make sure you wishlist for yourself. The game is currently priced $7.99, and we'll have a launch discount on top of that, so it'll be relatively affordable. And I can guarantee you that this is kind of barely scratching the surface of how weird, disturbed, and really unique the story of this game is. So we're so excited to see people finally having a chance to dig into it, experiencing some of it for themselves, and to start to see where it goes from here. And I should use this as a good opportunity to tease. We haven't even bought everything from this kind of first area here. There's like, just as an example of some of the extra stuff you can play around with. You grab these firecrackers, Tontine reaches in with a little match to help you light them. You can start blowing up the chicken. You can just cause straight up chaos by blowing everything up. There's still another thing here that we haven't bought yet. Then you start rolling around into more and more and more of these tools that start layering together with one another, and that have these combined effects of really kind of cryptic riddles that you need to work your way through, and the solution process of trying to reason it out or kind of just doing a bit of this are equally fun to me, and I hope you guys enjoy all that just as much. So links for you to check it out. Be sure to add it to your wish list. Helps us out so much. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.